Oh, goody goody, just in time. Hi, Fan King. Best boy is dead. Edgelord Komaeda. Well, we have you, Edgelord. It's fine. Komaeda's spirit will live on within you. It's all good. It's all good. Gamer, ignore chat this trial. Well, I can't ignore the chat completely, but I will probably be more tunnel visioned in on what I'm doing here because I'm terrified. I'm so scared as to what's about to happen. Oh boy, but anyway, welcome back everybody to some Danganronpa 2. Let's just hop right into it and see where exactly this trial's gonna go. So let's I'm going to see if I can buy any skills first. That's probably the number one thing I should do. What do I have? I have 7 points. Seven fragments. Are we seriously doing a trial for Nagato? I mean, come on, we all know that. I, Gundam, is best boy. Also, hi. How you doing, Shadow Dragon? Welcome to the stream and thanks for the bits. What should we... Delusion. What does this do? Recovers over time during concentration and fever time. Effective during a non-stop debate, gambit, and panic talk action. That actually sounds kind of potent. A lot of this stuff sounds kind of potent. Rebuttal showdown. Easier to shift the mood in your favor. Lock onto 2 statements at once. That has always been powerful. Bullet capacity. Now, I actually have been having trouble with the bullets, especially with the way the rhythm things work now. It always throws me off. I think I might actually go for this. I might actually do it. But I'm wondering if delusion isn't better. Or what's algorithm? Speed of memorizing a statement. It's not that important. What's charisma? Influence gauge, recovery. When correct answers are chosen. Increases time limit. I don't really care about time limit. You know what? I think this is what we're gonna go for. We're gonna go for vocabulary here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Done. Skill get. All right. That seems good to me. So let's set our skills. So we have a couple skills here. Envious influence. We got that from maxing out Sonia's relationship with us. So let's equip that. Who's in here? Hi, Ninja Kuma. How you doing? Cortana. Enough of your bullshit. I don't need it, nor do I want it. I unequipped it by accident. Oops. And there is vocabulary. Now, is there anything else that I don't have equipped? I don't think so. I think I have everything equipped that I own. So this is very much a different case from the first game. The first game, there was like, you could barely get, it was very hard to get skills, but when you did get skills, you barely had points to actually use them. Since they added a level up system in this, where it's so easy to get levels, I'm never running out of cap space for these skills, but I don't have enough skills to actually use these points for. So it's kind of almost an opposite situation. I'll miss a lot of the stream, but enjoy being fucked over by anything and everything. I shall. Thank you. I will gladly enjoy being fucked over by every goddamn thing under the sun. Okay. Hey, Deathwasher. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. It's ready. It's time. Let's do it. Bring on the pain!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
then we all fucked.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Bring it on, you fucking bear. Oh, Monami's in... Oh, shit! She's not tied up this time, either.
Oh, my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
Trisler, GTX, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
Wait, isn't that isn't that like a folklore thing? There's a rabbit in the moon. My portrait just has the letter X.
Whoa!
Whoa, what? Oh, she didn't even react. Oh, shit! She didn't even fucking react.
One more time!
One Punch Man?
Please, how about this one? This will be my final blow!
Holy shit. She means fucking business.
It's useless.
Oh, man.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
Ora, ora, ora! Some lovely JoJo references. She is fucking in super serious mode right now.
The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed
As
for
am
trying
I.
to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Logically, yes, that makes sense, but I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that actually happened.
No, that might not be it.
What? Okay, now I feel like my theory has no water because you're agreeing with me.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger.
Nep with the cheer. I have arrived. Now, gamer, promise me you will make the killer taste despair. Well, I can do my best.
Don't tell me you're the traitor.
I can do my best.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Excuse me. The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Or what could this have possibly been? Now, in the first game, this turned out to have been Monokuma who killed... Who was it that died in Chapter 5?
Killer didn't take
Who was it that died in Chapter 5? I can't remember.
I'm telling you, they were
But it was
torturing him.
Monokuma who killed them.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer
Oh,
tortured
Mukuro,
Nagito.
right. It was Mukuro.
So that's why he
takes
was
it with
so
the cheer.
beat up. What were they trying to find
Oh,
out
no
by
worries.
torturing
Thank you for the
him?
cheer.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If
Bomb's
so,
hiding
the
place.
suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? So yeah, back to what I was saying about the parallels to the first game. Monokuma was the one that killed Mukuro in the 5th chapter to implicate Kyoko as the killer so that he could kill her, get her out of his way. I don't know if that's going to be the same case this time, but I don't know. I personally find it very hard to believe this group of characters could murder Nagito that brutally.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Okay, let's look at what is Monokuma's account again? Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Okay.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
You think?
is whoever found the bomb first.
That was
No.
Fuyuhiko.
I don't agree with that.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Now, hold on. Monokuma's... Oh, wait, there's a couple more things, isn't there? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't
These are the
take
things.
Nagito's
The
mouth to
plushie
shut
in
him
the-
up.
The plushie in the panels. What do these do again? The panels. A lot tipped over. I don't think that's going to help us here. As if it was stabbed. That's also not going to help us here. And the account that Monokuma never told anybody about the bombs, but that they were fake. But he did know they were fake. He did know the torture wounds. Tied to nearby pillars. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. And then the duct tape. The blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so
Do we have
beat
any
up.
reason to not believe that?
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Possibly.
So, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
I'm willing to believe that. Oh no, it's not that. Yeah, you need you to back me up with actual proof. It was just a coincidence that I found the bomb. I'm
Damn it.
serious. Wait, so no, that wasn't that?
The killer
Shit.
didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Killer
I'm
didn't take-
telling you, they were torturing him.
torturing him. Do we disprove the
The
torture?
reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Yo, even this, I must say,
I
you have a
found it
really
by
nice room. Oh, thank you.
coincidence.
Thank you, Nep.
There's no way I'd torture someone.
No way I'd torture someone. Because now they're trying to implicate Fuyuhiko, and it's way too early to do that. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? Were the wounds on his body really caused by torture in the first place? I don't know. I still think Monokuma's account has something to do with this, because the bombs weren't real. Where's the bombs? Literally next door.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with...
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so... What were they trying to find out by torturing? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Oh my coincidence. I can't. Oh, I can't take. That's right. I can't take those statements. Just gotta get good, gamer.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's
I
mouth
already
to
don't
shut
know
him
where
up.
to start with
I'm
this.
telling
Is
you,
the
they
problem?
were torturing him.
There's so many things
the
to
reason
start
Nagito's
here.
body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's
I think
why he
that's the
was so beat
statement.
up.
That is the statement I gotta
What were they
refute.
trying to
But
find out by
what?
torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Read the evidence again. All right, I shall. Both of his legs were tied with a rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Uh-huh. And then the knife. Safe to say his legs and left arm are caused by his knife. Hey, Toucan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape. However, the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it. Wait, the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. So the duct tape was on already when he was murdered. So wait, hold on. If that's the case...
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
So wait a minute. If that's the case,
The killer didn't
How-
take
why would they-
Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
no, that's it. That is it.
The reason
Okay.
Nagito's body was covered with...
It's because the killer tortured.
No, they didn't.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, maybe they did torture him, but not for information. That is it.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Exactly. He couldn't have spoken. He couldn't have actually told anybody what was going on.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Whoa. Hi, Kazuichi?
I just realized it. It's a trap.
What? We're starting this reel off with a goddamn
Trap?
rebuttal showdown.
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
What? Stupid? What the hell are you on about, dude? Don't drink a Coke and shut up. Torture wounds, burn rope, survival knife. Monokuma
Like
plushie.
you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously
Shit.
assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. They
Damn
wanted
it.
to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
He seems unusually confident. I should ask
You
why
said
that is.
if Nagito's mouth was, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap.
Shit. Ah!
They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Damn it. I can't.
Like
Son
you
of a
said,
bitch.
if Nagito's mouth, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Really? You think so,
If
huh?
you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer
Whoa, thank you for
tortured
the
Nagito
cheer.
And got information.
Holy crap. I will.
Then,
Damn
after
it.
they-
Oh, God, no! Ah, I gotta read that in a second. Have some good luck bits for this trial. It's the first time I get to your stream. Thank you so much, Kaze Easy. I looked over like, what? the goddamn thing. Okay, time to restart.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Yeah,
But
whoops.
if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Okay.
Pay
Let's
attention.
try this again.
This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
I don't know
was
about
close,
that.
you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They taped his mouth after getting information about him. True, that sounds reasonable. But that clearly contradicts the truth. If he had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of repeating myself.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They taped his mouth after getting information from him. Yeah, he's trying so hard, I know he is. I just want to look at a couple of these things. Where's the Spear of Gungnir? They impaled his stomach according to the iron weight. For some reason, the only section with according to weight. Okay, so that's not going to have anything to do with this. Nothing to do with this. That's what caused the fire.
Pay attention. This is how it... First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
None of that makes sense, though.
That was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Yeah,
Pay attention.
no, that doesn't make
This is
sense.
how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location.
Okay.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Oh, was it the second one I needed to do? Kaze Easy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream and the bits from before.
Crap!
Was that the second one I had to do
Pay
here?
attention.
Because
This is how it went.
they had to have duct taped his mouth before they killed him.
After they killed him,
There we go.
allow me to cut through
I
this
saved
wood.
my ass. I saved my ass so hard there.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
There we go.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Exactly.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Do you? Man, this trial is going to fuck you up in so many ways. Excellent desperation. Thank you, Arroyos, for the cheer and the bits. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
Yes, I even gave him my panties. The Ninja Kuma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
Potentially.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such velocity.
Oh, Arroyos with the sub. Twitch Prime, thank you so much. I didn't see it coming. Thank you for joining the crew. Hope you enjoyed the emotes.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Potentially.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Yeah, whoever did this really wanted to cover their tracks.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
So this was
Yeah.
set off to go
And right
in
after
advance.
I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Exactly.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
I agree. Totally agree. Soda gets Nagito. Congrats, you got past Kazuichi. Truly the greatest hurdle has been surpassed. Don't make fun of me, Fan King.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
You don't get to make fun of me, only I get to make fun of me. Wait.
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
Oh, we'll see you later, Edgelord. Komaeda. Thanks for coming.
Our Miss Sonia, you have such an amazingly high intellect.
And you have such an amazingly horny dick.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Oh, God, dude.
Damn right it is!
Whoa! Okay. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. The reason for the fire. Oh, Marushi, why doesn't your host show anymore? That's because I disabled those alerts. They were getting way too spammy. Getting way too spammy because
The direct
I'd get a
cause
host
of the
train
fire
going and
was-
it's just, no. I can't have
The
that.
oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
No, they didn't throw it.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No, not
Or
sound waves.
perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
No, not intense wind pressure. Okay, so I know which statement to use here. I think Hero is worse in my opinion. Fair enough. I get that Soda's the one we
The
all
direct
love to
cause of
hate,
the
but
fire
he is a
was-
mechanic. He's pretty smart in some areas,
The
just
oil
cowardly
lighter
and
found at the
perverted.
crime scene,
Yeah,
right?
this is true. No, mechanically he's
The
a
killer used
genius.
some kind of setup.
He is a genius.
He lit the curtain on
Stark
fire with the lighter.
Chases, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Some
And
kind
JD
of
with the
setup?
cheer. Really can't tell if you hate Kazuichi or not. No,
Did
I'm
they
fine
use
with
the oil as an
Kazuichi. I just like
improvised
making fun of
fuse?
him. I make fun of everybody.
They probably just threw the lighter.
Nobody is safe from the musical
Based on
gamer
the
mocking
shape of
them.
that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Opening the door.
I agree with
yes, the door. Not wind, but the door itself tipped over those panels. And that's what caused the
I
lighter
also
to light.
agree that opening the
or, well,
door
to
is what
fall.
started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Except Chiaki, would you make fun of me, gamer? I would make fun of Chiaki if the opportunity arose. But so far, she's just been too
A
useful.
huge number of tipped-over Monokuma
She's been the
panels were
only-
found at the crime scene, right?
She's been the only person who's been, like, consistently useful throughout the entire game.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Oh, good. You know what dominoes are.
In place of those
Now we can
tiles,
continue.
the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Yes, so that's
So
what
when
tipped
we
the
opened
lighter
the
over.
warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Okay, this is interesting. I'm glad we have this little diagram. There's the door. So the door is directly behind us when we went in. I thought the door was up in the top left corner, not over there. Well, there's the panels and stuff with the lighter. There's the MP3 player, the Monokuma plushie. Good old Nagito. Now, why, I wonder, is that one rope burnt off his thing? How did that work?
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else
One
the killer
more
did to hide
thing.
the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. It was the MP3 player, wasn't it? That's why there was music.
I see!
Just to distract
You're
us.
talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Yep. I'm not talking about the music. Okay, so Akane might have... She actually seems to have really good ears. She seems to be able to pick up things like that, auditory clues, pretty quickly. She did that in the funhouse, too. She's like, can you
That's
guys hear
it.
that?
So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Yeah, I'll open it slowly. That's not the problem. And she's just gonna slam the door open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door,
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
but the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Wait, I didn't think about that. How?
Is that
What?
a problem?
Then how did they kill them and not be in there?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Yeah! If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is the killer couldn't have left.
I see.
The killer would still had to have been in there.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used. You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Wait, what? Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime?
Oh,
what do you mean?
God. Are we really gonna think this was a suicide? The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Are you kidding me? We're really gonna try to rule this as a suicide?
This is my answer.
Son of a bitch.
What if it was Nagito?
He killed himself?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
But why?
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
I don't know if I like where this rabbit hole is going. Snazzy Potato. I would love a Snazzy Potato right now. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
You're the only one. Yeah, I know. The quote.
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too.
Hey, Quiet Danger.
Maybe.
Welcome to the stream.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
I love how his portrait has 2 spears. Oh, wait, does it really?
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Yeah.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
That's so hard to believe. But, I mean... Goddamn. Classy Dragon redeemed to ask a question. Are traps gay? Now, there's multiple theories of thought on this matter, but we'll get into those at a later point.
But-
I want to focus on the stream.
Nagito might do something like that. Don't you think?
Oh, God.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
The rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper in this case. Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn it.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Well, I don't want to rule it out saying it's impossible, but it really does seem improbable at the very least. Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Hopefully? Yeah. The fuck you talking about? It can't be impossible if it happened. That's a very fair point.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but
We'll go with the cheer. Welcome to the
tying
rabbit
the
hole.
arms would be impossible.
Thanks for the cheer.
He couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Is that a dirty joke? If our assumption is that Nagito committed suicide, Nagito should have tied himself up too. It's okay, right? No, I don't think
To
so.
actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but
Tying both arms would be impossible.
No, because then how? How would he have stabbed himself in that hand? How? There's no way.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
What about the burned rope? Saiju's right arm burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean.
Or if you use your front tail.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
All right, let's listen to this one more time.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Right hand, left hand.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
It would be.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Did he have an accomplice?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually
This is
tie up
really
your own arms and
confusing.
legs.
This is really, really confusing. We found out the bombs were fake, as did Monami. So the both of you knew about that.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both
Welcome back,
arms
Aeon.
would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
You're gonna be able
Or
to
if
turn
you
his
use
neck.
your front tail?
Your front tail.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Take off? What is that supposed to mean? It may be useful to look at the images while I'm checking my
To actually tie up your own
not-
arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Okay, so let's look at some of this stuff. The survival knife. I mean, there's no way he could have stabbed himself in the hand if he tied himself up. There's no way. Even if he was tied up, which he was, there's no way he could have tied himself up in that hand. There's no way.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How
I
about if
agree
you
with
use
that.
your teeth?
No.
Or if you use your front tail?
What is this front tail shit? Dirty joke. I know, it feels like it's supposed to be that first one, but what is the thing I need to use?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Handles the oil of the torture wounds? The torture wounds.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but
The murder was actually
tying
Byakuya
both arms
Togami.
would
He
be
used
impossible.
his hands to do it.
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible.
How about if you use, or if you use your
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Is
To
this
actually
it?
tie up your own arms and...
Oh, that is
No,
it.
that's wrong.
Okay, that is it. Ugh, I'm overthinking it. That's the problem.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
No, because one
The
arm
rope
was
on his
free.
right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
But I think what my problem is I'm going one step ahead, and I shouldn't. That's my issue. I'm going too far ahead. Yes. This is factually true. He had an arm free. Could have inflicted all the wounds. But how the hell would he have then stabbed his own hand with it?
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
He was too far away from the fire. Proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. His right sleeve.
I see!
It's totally clean. There's no evidence
Take a
of
close
anything.
look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, focus on the current contradiction, not the ones that come after it. Yeah, no, I get that. My brain works too fast sometimes.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance,
Monyarm.
so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Whoa, what?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Yeah, that's coming from the not virgin over here.
That's definitely wrong.
And the gangster's the one with the morals. What is this?
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Oh,
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
okay, thank you.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Wait, what? Not only did she try to charge him, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh my god. Way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. Could he have, like, held the knife up on the ground and then thrown his hand on top of it? No rope, torture wounds, oil lighter, the panels.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Blood on the girder.
how could he stab
The
his right
plushie.
hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
No.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow
That's what I'm
and
thinking.
slammed his right hand down on it?
That's the exact thing I
Propped
came
it
up with.
onto what?
Yeah, but what then?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm. Then how did he do it? I agree with the prop
Even if
thing.
Nagito's right hand was free.
I agree with the prop thing. What about this plushie? There's a huge bloody hole in the stomach as if it was stabbed. Did he stab the plushie and do the? But then how did the plushie get over there? Okay, wait. I'm not gonna think that far ahead. Could he have done that? He could have. But is there any other thing? What are the other ones we have here? Blood
How
on
could
the
he stab
girder.
his right hand with his right hand?
No, wouldn't have been that.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Oil lighter? No, I
Could he
think this is
stab
the
his
only thing
hand
that
that
makes
way?
sense here.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I think this is what makes the most sense.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yes, okay.
I agree
That is
with
the only
that.
thing that makes the most sense. He used the plushie. But now, how the fuck did he do that?
Life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Because the plushie was so far away.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He
But look how
inserted
far
the
away
knife
it was from the
handle
body.
into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Did he, after he did that, did he just try to, like, launch it away from him?
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
He could have just thrown it. I don't know if he could have just thrown it with that knife in his hand. His hand was probably dead.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Wait, what?
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
And what is that? The spear?
spear.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Well, when you put it like that, it seems pretty fucking stupid. God damn it, don't put it like that, you son of a bitch.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Yes,
If that's true, how is that possible?
that's a fair
He
point.
can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
That's a good point.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
He would have passed out well before then.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Exactly, he's not you.
If you got penetrated by something
Or
so
Sakura.
big and thick,
Jesus.
you would die instantly.
Sonia, maybe you want to rephrase that sentence. God damn it, he doesn't want to say anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you
She's
would
saying
die
it again.
instantly.
She's saying it again.
Say it one more time. I need to
Oh,
record
shit.
for reasons.
My headphones fell. Oh, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Whew. Alright. I've calmed down. Calm
Bastard,
down.
You better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
So lewd.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
Plop, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my good sir. Or madam.
So you're saying it's impossible?
It's a pretty serious trial, isn't it, Kappa?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that.
Do you now?
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't see anybody that's left right now being able to do something like that either. But something about this just doesn't feel right. You know, it just feels like there's something horribly wrong that we're overlooking.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Monyarm asked a question. Here's an idea. You know that Mexican doll island? Go there and leave a Monokuma plushie as an offering. Oh dear.
If you even think
That's so much a
about
question.
doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
I do agree it's too convenient, but
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
I'm not gonna be naive enough to just be like, you know, ready to trust everybody.
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Phil, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Nep also left a question? When? I don't see anything there. Unless I missed it. Oh, from, yes. Who do you think killed Best Boy? I must have my vengeance. That's not a question, Nep. Wait, you're gonna ask a question, make it a question.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
Hey, Cornhole Destroyer, welcome to the stream. You missed a bit. Oh, I said Cornhole Destroyer, not Cortana. Do you want me to destroy you with a cornhole, Cortana? Jesus.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know, huh?
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
I mean...
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now...
All right, let's do this.
Alright. He stabbed himself using hope. Oh, damn it, hope, not again. Alright, make our argument. Let's do it. The plush sheet, oil lighter, torture wounds, burn rope, survival knife.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
And the duct tape,
Let's
blood
work
and left
together
hand.
and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Does it, though?
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
No, he was...
Or maybe he used
Okay.
his front tail.
Will you stop with the
I
front
know
tail?
guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Oh, God.
What are you saying?
Jesus!
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
God damn it, dude. Focus! We got shit to do. Even if his arms and legs are tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. And we're not going to entertain the thought that it was his goddamn penis that he used, Akane.
How did Nagito...
Blood on the left hand. The middle joints of his finger.
Let's work
I
together
think
and
I have an
this
idea.
through.
When the
Very
spear
touching.
stabbed Nagito,
Divinus Magna with the
right
cheers,
hand was
goddammit,
covered by the
Akane.
knife,
We've been
right?
over this.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, it might not. Oh, shit. No.
No, that's wrong.
I don't think it rules out his left hand at all. Because there's that cord, right? And there's a spot of no blood on it.
Hold on. It's still too
If he
early
was able to
dismiss
still
the
hold that cord
possibility that
with
he used
his
his left
tied
hand.
up left hand, he could still, like, yank it a little, which might have made a spear drop on him.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand.
Hey,
Don't you think it
Joroko.
looks somewhat strange?
You missed the start of the trial, but you haven't missed too much.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain
Nope.
suddenly cuts off,
Cheer
right?
from Nep. Yank it a little like his front tail. Yeah, Akane would like to
When
do
the
that, wouldn't
blood
she?
splattered. That's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
I'm out of water.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand,
Why is his trial being
what
so
was his
nude?
left
I mean,
hand doing as the
seriously.
blood splattered?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Gripping. It was gripping something.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Will you stop?
perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
One last fap. God damn it. That's right. That's the real problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section he was gripping? The cord.
See,
He was gripping the cord.
that's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
It would make sense.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
No.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Tea time.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That always works for me, as I let out a big yawn.
That's a long plan name.
But it's very appropriate.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's just start and then just keep going.
Let's
We'll
focus
snowball.
on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach, straight down. Makes me think the spear fell on him. The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Alright, let's do it. Logic dive? Logic dive. Alright. I'm like, I don't think this is going to be a Hangman's Gambit. 2, 1, go! That is breaking. That's not so much going. Whoa! Yikes! Woohoo! Don't do that to me, game. Ah! Alright, bring it on. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? It was above him. I can already see that. It had to have come straight down. Whoa, that thing. Whoa, those things are moving. Those things are moving. I don't like it when things move. Yo, whoa, whoa. Stop it. Jesus. Okay, we're good. We're good. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder. Oh, and the sprinklers. That is true. But I don't know. The sprinklers don't have anything to do with this. It is the girder. This also makes sense with that blood splatter on the girder. Ow. Thanks, game. Stop your bullshit. Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The cord. It was the cord. Nep. What the? This ain't my what? This ain't my pink mental taxi running over car and people while grabbing word boxes? Nani? That's the next game, Nep. Give it a few weeks.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Don't text while driving, gamer.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but
Whoa. That
he
skipped.
probably used the ceiling girder directly
was
above
weird.
him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Yeah, as the thing came back down, because he had blood all over the cord where he was holding it from his mutilation. I guess this makes sense, but
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
why?
So, how
Why
about
would he
it?
do this?
Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious?
Am I playing on console or PC? I'm playing on
Really
PC.
committed suicide? Like that?
I don't know, dude. It looks more like it. He did. Yeah, I'm playing on PC, but I am using a controller.
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real?
I don't. This is way too simple, way too easy, way too convenient.
Really committed suicide?
I don't know.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
That is so hard to
That spear
believe.
should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
Meaning he never let go.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far?
Holy shit.
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
That is fucked up.
He was probably trying to
Fucking
get us to make a
nuts.
mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Was his goal to make a suicide look like a murder? Or was someone's goal to make this murder look like a suicide? That is my question.